Baby's gotta have
All right, so we got that going.
Oh, you saw this, right?
What? Ooh, ooh. Live. Q. That ain't where we're gonna go. Live. Q and A with Winston. Fuck. What's happening, y'all?
They already here?
Yeah, people.
Damn, that was fast.
Let's put the chat here. Let's pop the chat out. Pop that chat out. Pop that chat out. All right. Okay, so we send it. I'm tweeting this out now. Going live with the whole Blurt.
Bitch.
All right, y'all. So what's going on? So this is So, see, I'm glad I got some shit blocked that some people try to get through. That some people. So some dude had some shit right here and it got retracted because it won't let certain shit go through.
Oh, you try to say the N word or some shit?
No, some stupid. I caught it for a hot second. .com/JY Washington 80. Boom.
Yeah, no, Nick Rice, I agree with you. We were talking about doing Young Justice Outsiders. I think right now, just because of Comic-Con, we hadn't gotten right into it, but I think we probably will.
All right, so for those who don't know who he is, he's Winston A. Marshall Swaggy Blurt. The reason we're doing this now, again, this is why I have the super chat, why I have the Patreon, so I can get a better webcam, so the shit can look better. I understand the resolution in the camera ain't great, but it's in the webcam. It's what I got, so it's what I use. The reason we're doing this, we just got done doing the Swamp Thing episode 8 review. When y'all see this shit on Friday, boy. Yeah, we definitely need to onboard this shit at work waiting for something to come along. Let me show that one. All right, so yeah, we just got done doing that. But the Young Justice Outsiders, man, I told them we could do it. So we'll see what happens with that. There's a lot of people who are about to come in this chat, so I'm telling you right now, it's going to be hard to acknowledge everybody. I'm just keeping it real. Those super chats light it up. Yes, it's a donation, but it puts you with priority. So if you ask questions and anything. So, like, yo, how the fuck did you get the name of Swaggy Blurt?
So my manager, Marky Costello, she is the best in the business as far as...
I've been trying to tell him to get his manager to rep me because I see all the work he's doing, like, and I need a manager, so I've been like, yo.
I'll talk to her, because I will, for real, because she's big on comedians, because comedians make great hosts.
Damn right we do.
So, I'll talk to her. But, so I did the NBC Universal hosting workshop last year, and Marky decided to take me on as a client after that workshop, and we were just kind of spitballing. And that was the thing that just kind of came to mind because she gave us like a thing to work on, and I just came up with the Swaggy Blurt. And it just so happened that it exists hardcore, like it was just free everywhere. It wasn't anywhere on any social media. It wasn't anywhere on.
So when you got it, you grabbed it.
I grabbed everything. I grabbed the domain. I grabbed every fucking handle. Like
I don't blame you.
So just start building a brand essentially, and that's just kind of what I've been going by. It's been a little over a year now, so.
And you would think that you've been doing it a whole lot longer because the way the way it's the Swaggy Blurt, it comes out natural. It's not something that is, it's organic. You and I met the weirdest way. We met at the Schmodown once with a brief passing.
Yep.
Like we literally went to Schmodown together, just met in passing. He literally thought it was like, oh, this nigga just don't fuck with me. Because I'm one of the guys in the Schmodown that everybody, it's like the veterans of the Schmodown that don't have to talk to people. I'm not that dude, though. And so then there was a group of black nerds. We got together to go see Black Panther. This was after I got out the hospital. And it was like a few hellos and here and there.
Right.
And what was it that made us actually just start talking and becoming like super cool?
It was...
Do you remember?
Well, I tried to talk to you again after you had your emergency surgery, and you acknowledged me, but you still weren't really fucking with me one way or the other. I want to say what did it was we were at one of the tapings, and somebody said some dumb shit, and it was after the fact, and me and you were just riffing just like as niggas do. Just talking about how white people be foolish sometimes and blah, blah, blah. And I think that was it. And then I'm trying to remember because you asked me to come be on the podcast. So before we did the
Doom Patrol,
you asked me to do the podcast. And then you told me that you had access to the DC stuff, to DC Universe stuff, and you're like, I'm about to do these reviews if you want to do it. Or you did the first one already.
Yeah, I did episode 1. I had done episode 1. I was getting ready to do episode 2. And I was like, yo, you want to drop on with these? You just watch the episode with me. We record the review and I put it out on Friday. And then you were like, yeah. And who knew that us doing that, we would literally have chemistry that would vibe on camera together? Because we could have did episode 2, would have been cool.
Yeah.
And then we could have moved on to 3 and it would have fell off.
Right.
And we ended up running
did the whole season. And that would Swamp Thing. I think I've only missed the one. There was like 2 or 3 Swamp Things back that I missed, but I've been in every single one otherwise. And
I think you only missed one Swamp Thing.
Yeah, I just missed the one.
Yeah, it was only one.
Yeah.
Because we couldn't get our cycles to sync up that week. I'll forever say that. We just couldn't get our cycles to...
You see what the fuck I got to deal with, y'all? What's up, Pump Minded? Winston is your real name? Yes, Winston is my real name.
What nigga is out here using a stage name Winston? Out of all the... No, let me finish before we go any further. Out of all the stage names you can potentially use, who is like, yo, there's a Derek available. I can be Claudio. I can be, I can be Kevin. I can be Victor. But no, you know what's number 27 on the list? Winston.
First of all, you ain't gonna disrespect.
What? No, don't you do it. Don't you do it, because I don't you. Don't you.
What you think I'm gonna say? What you think I'm gonna say?
The government, and I'm gonna need you not to do it on this.
What? I wasn't gonna say nothing like that. All I was gonna say is that's one of the greatest West Indian names of all time.
Oh, it is a West.
I'm West Indian, so my dad's from Guyana. So
you need to find a nigga named Winston on an island in Jamaica.
Right. So my dad's from Guyana. So y'all think that's just funny, huh? So
it is. It's like number 24 on the list of names an actor can pick. He'd be like, am I gonna be Stephen A. Smith?
No, I still got my hairline. So,
yo, somebody need to tell him that shit go. Like,
he's about to. You didn't hear him most recently talk about he's either gonna get the LeBron if he can get some money off this soap opera shit he's doing, or he's just gonna take it off.
Stephen A. Smith,
he just gotta take it off.
Every 3 weeks, this shit is like this, and it's progressively. His shit go back like the theme song to the Wonder Years. It should be like, what would you do with those same attitude? Boom, boom. Would you stand up and walk out on me?
Finally, Okay.
Like him and Stevie Wonder got the same. Like Stevie Wonder looked like a predator by the skull, top of the skull. That's it.
Yo, Stevie Wonder looked like the oldest predator that ever was.
He looked like the first nigga predator that was like, get these niggas out my ship. Like
he looked like the predator that be walking in. It's like, oh, okay, young blood. I see you just.
I'm right there, young fellas. I see you, young fella.
I see you out there killing them aliens, young blood.
I see you what you doing there, young fella.
I see you, motherfucker. But long story short, my dad's from the islands, so
okay.
I joke. Well, technically, Guyana is on mainland South America, but it's still considered part of the West Indies. I joke that my dad wanted me to be a Supreme Court justice because my full name is Winston Alexander Marshall. It's like the most... Can you imagine? And now Supreme Court Justice Winston Alexander Marshall.
Why you sound like you got jowls? Like
because that's how they announce the niggas when they walk in court. They be like, hello,
you sound like Richard Nixon.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's a new nigger in the Supreme Court. I nominate the nigger Winston Alexander. This nigger has dreads and we got him on the Supreme Court.
So I went by Alex my whole life because my dad was the only one that called me Winston, and I actually had a very bad relationship with my dad for a long time growing up. But we're really great now, but really bad when I was a kid. So I went by Alex or Amar by anybody that I'm close to. And so when I got to the industry, it was time for me to like look at like union names and stuff. I was like, oh, there's already multiple Alex Marshall, so that's not going to work.
Yeah.
And I was going to go by Winston Marshall, but there's this ugly-ass nigga from Canada with the most crooked-ass nose I've ever seen, but he's also Jack, so I'm not going to talk too much shit. That already has that name. So then I went by Winston Alexander for a minute, and that just didn't feel right, so I eventually just added the A and with the Samuel Jackson route, Winston A. Marshall, there you go.
By the way, again, for people, there's so many people in the chat, super chat is your best bet to come through because I'm doing a Q&A with Winston A. Marshall. That was one of the things, the whole Amar thing. So you've been doing a lot of dope things. You've done a lot of commercials. You just recently had your first TV gig when you were on Sydney to the Max. You played Uncle Leo. You were
Or Grown Leo.
Grown Leo. Yeah, yeah. Well, like, they called him Uncle Leo. Same difference.
Well, yeah, it's okay. So for those that don't know the show, long story short, the show takes place in the present and the past in the 90s. So the dad in the present, they flash back to when he's a kid, and his best friend Leo is there the whole time, and people have been asking where has he been at. So I was a surprise for the second half of the first season as the adult version of him. So the main girl Sydney calls me Uncle Leo, like the same way that you have play uncles and aunties and shit like that. So
but let me let you in on a secret. In black households, you will see a lot of play uncles, play aunties, but that only happens 9 times out of 10 when either the auntie or uncle is a hoe and they just can't keep a real relationship. And you always like,
what the fuck?
You ain't never known that?
No, that is not the case. That's
Bullshit.
That's not true.
Bullshit.
Nigga, I can think of like one.
Nigga, I can talk about like my auntie right now.
Well,
my aunt's a thought.
That's on you then.
But no, I know other aunts in the thought realm.
But it all it depends though, because literally the way my mom did it is anybody that was one of her best friends like was all auntie or uncle this or whatever the fuck, and they weren't no thought nothing. There's only one thought auntie I knew.
Sorry, they weren't thoughts back in the day. They were hussies.
Just hoes?
They were hussies, Jezebels, skeezers, whores. They wasn't hoes. They were whores.
Who's the scallywag over here?
Who's the little scallywag you got in my bedroom? What you doing, them little scallywags?
Mark ass tricks, trick ass marks, skip scaps, and scallywags. Like... Yeah, I'm gonna show that shit. That's funny. We are stupid. I don't give a fuck. I think that shit's hilarious.
Oh shit! All right, so but you did that, and you've been doing a lot with that, and when we were there, a lot of your buddies from college and people you grew up with were like Amar, and I was like, who in the fuck is Amar?
That's what it is. Especially, he definitely didn't think it was me because it was like, the nigga's name is Winston.
Right.
The fuck you, and then you thought about it, you were like, hey, Marshall, nigga.
Oh, okay. And it was one of, did you retweet it that we're on right now?
Oh, let me finish.
I
Let me finish doing it.
I tweeted it already. Jesus Christ. Hussies and hoes. God, I'm trying hard not to crack up at the office right now.
Hussies and hoes.
Hussies and hoes. Hussies.
No, hussies and hoes.
But it's just, to hear that. So I never knew, and I understand how people call people different names. Like, a lot of people who know, everyone knows me, was like, that's Jay. So I have to tell people all the time, they be like, is it just the letter J? And I was like, how black do you think I am? Like, why people just
don't... They just thought maybe you nickname yourself after fucking Will Smith and Men in Black.
Out of all the movies?
Here comes
out of all
Men in Black. Nigga, that's the only one I can think of with just a J as the name.
All right, I'm going to try to find one of these questions in this chat because there's so many. So
someone asked how we met. We covered that. We
covered that.
Anthony, if you want to rewind, Anthony Villanueva, Schmodown. That's the easiest way to answer.
Schmodown basically says that. Andrew Edwards, do you guys still have hope for future DC movies? Because I'm starting to lose hope that the movies will succeed when I compare them to Marvel movies. So allow me, can I take this first?
Yeah, go.
First and foremost, I think you need to stop doing it, stop comparing them to Marvel. I think DC is learning that. They were trying to be Marvel with their first incarnation of the DCEU. They were trying to mimic them. They were trying to hurry up and rush and catch up with the fucking Justice League and everything, and they didn't world build like Marvel has done. And so now with this new iteration, with the movies are not connected, but they're slightly connected, they're building up their own world. I haven't lost hope as far as the DC direct movies per se. And when I say that, I mean like Shazam was great. I'm a Wonder Woman fan. Aquaman wasn't bad at all. Birds of Prey, I'm interested in seeing what's happening, if that's going to open up the door for Batgirl. The Suicide Squad, I'm definitely on board with. Granted, Suicide Squad 1 was ass awful, but Will Smith tried his fucking hardest to save that movie. But with James Gunn in the cast, I have more hope. So I would say don't lose hope so much. And for everybody who knows, I can talk about this shit all day. That's why you need to check out the Mad Titan podcast.
I mean, my answer, honestly, is if you ever needed proof that Kevin Feige deserves every dollar he gets, look honestly how successful the MCU is, but more importantly, look at how unsuccessful the DCEU has been. I don't think that there is strong leadership at the helm, and I think that is the issue. So you're right. You have been occasionally getting a good movie here or there. I even think that, like, Man of Steel, while it wasn't my favorite, wasn't a bad movie, but I just think that Warner Brothers was in such a rush to try and play catch-up that is why we've seen such shitty movies and shitty, like, overall arcing stories. Like, I think if you took the time to do your own shit instead of being, like you said, so caught up with everything else that you would... And I hope by having Gunn do the new Suicide Squad movie, the Suicide Squad movie, and, obviously Patty coming back for the second Wonder Woman, Birds of Prey, as you mentioned, Shazam was good. We're still waiting on Black Adam.
That's currently in development.
So I think that they have enough coming up. If they take their time, they can be just as successful. I don't think that it's that dead yet, but I think that's the problem. You do not have a strong leadership at the helm, is my issue.
Again, yeah, I agree with you. But I think they're getting a stronger leadership now. I think they did not have it at first. I think after a lot of rearranging, a lot of misses at the box office, because these movies were expected to generate so much. Now, granted, some of them made a profit, but not what they were expecting for these type of films. Again, there's so many questions. Like I said, Super Chat, please. Look, I know y'all like, yo, you got to pay for these. Look, that's the reason we do these. These Super Chats, the Patreon. A lot of people, I was talking about it in my last Q&A. You do these things, you interact, and you want to, give people something to generate revenue. Somebody said, hey, Jay, can you throw out a tweet for where I can buy your shirts online? I will definitely do that. It's so many different places because so many different people have sponsored the shirts. My Black Villains Matter shirt, you can get blackvillainsmatter.bigcartel.com. Shouts out to Samal McNeely for that. And for the already certified supervillain shirts, you can go to Zone 10 Customs. He tweeted the link out. I think I retweeted it, but I'll double check. But where did Nick check that out?
While you look that up, does Winston A. Marshall watch Snowfall? I haven't yet. The problem, honestly, with life is that there's so much goddamn content out there. I'm still behind on the tail end of the end of the Defenders shows. Like, I still got to finish Punisher, Iron Fist, Jessica Jones, Daredevil 3. I got to finish Stranger Things. There's just so much shit going on. So I plan on it. So for the certified supervillain shirts, you can go to zone-10customs.myshopify, shopify.com. That's zone-10customs.myshopify.com. Yes, we got these Snap masks last year at a memorial service for him. It's going to be kind of difficult this year. Comes up on the 1-year anniversary of his passing, especially being Comic-Con, because that's where, the untimely, news came out about his death. He will be missed for sure. He's still missed no matter what. Yeah, I just wanted to really come on here and get people to know you more. Like, we appreciate it.
People, we know you from doing shit with me. We know you now, seeing you on the Schmodown and stuff. That is something I want to talk about. Adult dodgeball, bruh. So last Monday, I told y'all in my recent Q&A how I've been battling with my depression and stuff like that. And so last Monday, I went out with him to play adult dodgeball. When I tell you that shit is intense, how did you get involved with adult dodgeball?
So, funny story. My roommate...
Real quick.
Yeah.
That super chat will be your best friend to get all these questions in. There's a lot of people asking, and I'm asking questions to him. So, go ahead.
Yeah. So, my roommate just randomly, he loves to do all types of sports. He used to play football. He used to play basketball. And he was just like, hey, man, any interest in, like, checking out this dodgeball thing? I was like, sure. Sounds like fun. I don't really know. And I went with a couple of friends. And, of course, somebody going to ask if I can dodge a wrench. God damn it.
That's what I was thinking when I went.
Of course. And then you showed up and you were like, oh, this shit ain't a game.
This is real.
But I went and I just honestly got absolutely addicted to it. It is so much fun. And honestly, it was the tip of the iceberg. That was a rec league that I went to. So I went to a tournament randomly where one of the black people that was in there was like, we're doing an all-black team called the Black Power Rangers. So mind you, this was before Black Panther came out because we later made a Wakanda team. But we were the Black Power Rangers. And literally our chant would be like, it's morphin' time. That every nigga said, Mastodon at the same fucking time. Because we all had the Black Power Ranger t-shirts. So it was hilarious. But I went to that tournament and I realized how deep the rabbit hole went. And that's where I met some of these cats that are like playing on this crazy, insane level. And from that point forward, I've been fully addicted. And so I was glad you came out and you got a chance to see it, man. Like, it's a workout. It's fun. It's crazy.
It is so, you just think when you hear adult dodgeball, it's a recreational thing. You think that it's just going to be like, yeah, it's going to be fun. But you don't see how real people take this. Like,
oh my God,
people jumping in the air and flipping around and shit to make things happen, like to try to catch a ball at the same time while throwing another one. And it's the women, they the best. Like, it's some dudes that own some good shit, but the women out there will whoop ass, and you're like, jeez.
Right, I'm trying to see. I got a couple photos. I'll try it. I don't know how well you can see that.
There you go.
There's one of me getting some air and shit. I'll see if I can find another
Which,
one.
by the way, that's another thing. So when I played, sometimes people throw balls that you got to duck and dodge and jump out the way.
Hence, dodgeball.
Some people, particularly this dude, didn't think I knew how to jump as high as I could.
Well, literally within the first 15 seconds of the game, they see big, which is normally what happens. Big dudes normally get targeted either right away or not at all, because normally the big ones are the ones that catch the best. They absorb it through their body or whatever. But they're like, the person that threw at you was like, I never seen this nigga before. So they threw full speed. And I looked over, I was like, Jay, look. And before I could get the words out, this nigga full up in the air. Now, mind you, he got hit, but it barely nipped his leg. This nigga got some air, bro. I was very surprised. I'm not going to lie to you. I was very
Y'all
surprised.
think this Urban Gladiator shit is a game? No. Yeah, man, we're going to do this for about another 5-7 minutes. Let's see. Jay, not a Black Power Ranger fan. I am. Shouts out to the homie Walter Jones, man. I've seen him through LA a lot, comedy shows and stuff. Super cool dude. So, it's always good to talk to him and catch up. I'm still a Power Rangers fan. I literally the other day was going to work, and on YouTube I was watching all of the Ninja Storm morphs, like every morph from the season. I just wanted to hear Ninja Storm Ranger form, huh? I don't know why. I just want to keep hearing that.
Why?
Ninja Storm
Ranger.
Ranger.
Because the dude passed.
Who?
One of the Ninja Storm dudes died. The green one, the samurai one, I believe.
He did?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Wait, Cam died?
That happened a few months ago.
Wait, what?
I'm like almost 99% positive one of the Ninja Storm dudes died.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is when shit get real. Hold on, Ninja Storm. Not Ninja. I got fat thumbs. Actor did, yeah. The dude who played the Red Ranger?
Oh, the red one died. Okay, one of them died. I knew that, and we all knew that Trini, the original from Mighty Morphin, she passed a long time ago in a car accident.
I want to know if they found out the cause of his death.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, because they just say he was found dead at home. Jesus.
I didn't mean for this to get so morbid, and I don't mean to be not looking at y'all. I'm still paying attention. I'm just trying to find another photo if I can find
Winston,
one.
are you rooting for somebody? So Garth McMurray dropped a super chat. Shouts out to you, Garth. He says, Winston, are you rooting for your former teammate Eric Zipper in the showdown?
I mean, all right. Here's the thing. The short answer is yes. The long answer is fuck that nigga. No, I'm playing. Eric is one of my absolute best friends from college and whatnot. He's still my homeboy. So he, I wish him nothing but the best. I've got my own stuff kind of brewing right now that I'm working on with Christian. So y'all will see that when it happens. But, I wish Eric nothing but the best, man. And like honestly, we still kick it outside of the Schmodown and all that. Like it is what it is. But like, yeah, that was a sad fucking day for sure. You can dodge a car, you can dodge a ball, motherfucker.
If you can dodge a dodge, you can dodge a ball.
Oh god,
get it? Dodge a
yeah. Ugh.
You didn't like that. You didn't care.
No, I didn't care for that. Hip hop keto was my cardio. All right. What up?
Oh,
you should do a quick roast me. Okay, Jake, send us a picture and I'll roast your ass. What you look like?
If you want us to roast you, roast each other, I'm not just gonna roast him for the hell of it. Like, right. I just can't do that. I mean, that would be wrong.
Hey, I appreciate it, Garth. The cool wait for my return. I'll be back soon, brother. Don't even worry. Thank you for you follow me on Twitter and whatnot. You be commenting and whatnot. I appreciate it, brother. Keep it up. Come say hi. But what was I gonna say? Do you think they will do a red and blue X-Men team? Interesting. I don't think so. You're talking about in the movies, I'm assuming, and my only guess that they wouldn't is because they're definitely gonna take their time to like bring the X-Men back into the MCU, but also I think they're gonna do their best not to overly complicate it. Just because if you think about it, look at how dumbed down the Guardians of the Galaxy are. Like, those aren't even all of the members or even some of the more prominent members necessarily that they decided to use. So I think it's going to be the same thing where they're going to dumb it down. Like, you'll get your Cyclops, your Wolverine, your Jean, your Storm, maybe a Nightcrawler. And then that's about it. You might see some appearances from others. Like, Deadpool obviously is going to be around, but it's not going to be anything wild.
I think everybody needs to... I've said this on the Mad Titan podcast. I've said this on any platform I've been on about the X-Men. I think people need to pump their brakes. We're so quick to want the X-Men in this MCU. If you just throw them in right now, it's going to be convoluted. Granted, they've opened the door for mutants. Remember, when Thanos did the snap, an emitting of cosmic gamma radiation spread out across the universe. That can say how people mutated. Now, do we go straight into you have the grown X-Men? Do you go to the young X-Men? Because you still got to explain how Wolverine becomes Wolverine. Because Wolverine has technically been around since the First World War. So you can't...
1800s, isn't it?
Earlier than that, actually.
Yeah, because...
the Civil War thing.
Yeah.
So it's going to be hard because with the way they got to do this... And granted, I know also reality is not the same anymore, but it's going to be difficult because if you just rush them in and shoehorn them in, the question becomes, well, why didn't they help when the Chitauri came around? Mm-hmm. Why haven't they helped when Ultron was doing the shit in Sokovia if these superpowered people were around all this time?
But I think it's the same way that you explain why the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. didn't help, why the Defenders didn't help, why the Inhumans didn't help.
Thanks, Jake. I appreciate it, man. I was on the very first episode of Roast Me on All Def.
Yeah, well, that's what he wants. He wants us to roast each other.
Oh, well,
and I was going to say, if you really want that, go back and watch the reviews. We do that shit all the time.
Yeah, we roast each other on the reviews nonstop.
Like, on the regular. Like, the other day he called me a palm tree, and then I called him, like, a burnt coconut. Like, there you go. That's all you get. I don't have the energy to do that right now. But we have more than... You're still upset about that? Nigga, that wasn't even the worst thing I said to you. You don't remember the one time I fucking called you the you look like the yellow peanut M&M if it lost its shell? You don't remember that shit? Because I do. I thought that shit was hilarious.
How long did I say we was going to be on this motherfucker? I throw this nigga out of my house. Throw this nigga out of my house. Fuck out of my house.
Hey, man, you're getting closer and closer to being the red M&M. Like, you trimming down, my dude. I'm proud of you. I'm fucking proud. That's why I started working out with you, just so, because I'm trying to get on my shit so I can go get on the CW and shit, nigga.
I know people on the CW, on shows. I can't even get a fucking guest star. You understand how hard I've been trying? Matter of fact, I just wanted to flex. Do you see how swole I look in this Black Panther shirt when I do this shit? Like, ooh, look at them.
Well, the funny thing. So I've done one workout with him so far, and he was wearing a gray shirt, and when we were doing first of all, this nigga tried to kill me. He threw a medicine ball in my eye. That nigga ain't shit.
So what we did was he was like, I can't do abs. I said, we're not gonna really do abs, we're gonna do core. So we did the sit-ups where somebody stands on the other person's foot and we toss the medicine ball, but you can't go all the way down. It's just using your core.
Right. So the way I was taught to do that is you touch pass it. You're not supposed to take the ball in because it's supposed to be a quick motion. It's controlled and quick. So he's standing there. I'm like, nigga, touch pass it. Tell you, he goes, okay. Fucking throws that shit as hard as he can right into my fucking eye.
I didn't throw it in his eye. His hands was not there. I touched past it. It just so happened my touch was extra strong at the time. So I touched it, and he was like, "Oh!" And I was like, "Oh shit!" They gonna think it's black on black crime.
First of all, I didn't holler like a bitch. All right, because I literally playing dodgeball. There's 3 different ball types. There's foam. There's no sting, which is like a soft rubber, and then there's 8.5, which is like essentially a fucking kickball of hard rubber. And people are like, I got like D1 baseball players throwing that shit at me full speed. I've been hit in the face with that. That hurts. So this hurt in the sense that it was a hard weight in my eyebrow, but I was fine. I've had way worse. I'm just saying, fuck you, nigga. That's all I'm saying. Long story short, he was wearing a gray T-shirt. So when he was doing it in his muscles, I was like, nigga, you look like the Gray Hulk in this bitch. You look like Joe Fix-It, bruh. Like, he was like, oh, Joe Fix-It, nigga. I can be Joe Fix-It. You know what I'm saying? So,
I'm mad because that sounds like exactly some shit I'm saying. I can be Joe Fix-It, nigga. Said it just like that, nigga, with the bubble there. I mean, Joe Fix-It. Put
on a pinstripe suit. I fucking look pretty good, huh?
So I've been working, man. Look, I've lost all this weight, you know what I'm saying? Being in the size 38 jeans has been motivating as fuck. You know, especially when you go down from 46.
I respect it, man. Look, I'm proud of you, brother. I really am.
But he also said he wanted to work out with me. So I was like, all right, we're gonna do. I said what I've done now with my workouts, I only do once, maybe every other week, where I really go heavy for strength. That is the only time. Everything else is lightweight, heavy reps. So we're doing supersets. Like, we'll go curls. We're doing this way. We're doing regular curls. Then we're doing hammer curls. Then we're doing raises. So we're doing things to get you all this together. All this shit here, this will make this tone and cut up. Within 10 minutes, this motherfucker is sweating profusely. And I'm like, here's the one thing, too. Like, I'm never going to judge somebody on what they're first trying to lift because, you know, I don't want to make it feel uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. So I can lift, just for warm-ups, I can do 50 and 60-pound dumbbells. Everybody cannot. So what he had to use, I had to be like, all right, cool. Let's make something where you're comfortable with, but at the same time, it's not too light.
Right.
And then I had to make sure he had his form right, because when people do workouts and lift, if you ever watch some people do curls, they jerk their backs. I
was doing that a lot.
Right. You're not really getting the workout in. Right. The workout comes when you keep your back straight and can do it. When I had him do it, this motherfucker had to we were doing sets of 12. This motherfucker had to die. I was like...
Look, when I tell you that I spent this was last Thursday, I spent Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and even fucking today, could not move my goddamn arms. Like, this nigga fucked me up.
So what we do is, what I've learned is, you always see people say to go do your cardio first. I've learned if you start out with your weights, you burn more because it requires your body to kick in more to lift weight. So we start out with 15, 20 minutes worth of weights. Then we go do cardio on the treadmill, and we're going up and down. Now, the cardio part he got, but we're going up and down.
That's the one thing that I think I was grateful, because I thought I've never been the dude that's been better at cardio than anybody. Yeah. And I think the only reason is because of all the dodgeball play and that other exercise I do in the mornings, that I actually cruise through without any issues.
So then we get to the core. I was like, core is like...
good on that, too.
When I had you first on the Bosu ball, when you had to realize how to try to stand up straight?
Well, I went paddleboarding one time, and I've never been really good at that balance. Like, I tried to learn how to skateboard, and I immediately fell off and busted my ass. So, like, it took me a second, but once I got it, it was fine.
I mean, once you get it, but it's just that watching people learning how to engage their core. Yeah. Because when you're standing on a Bosu... So, Bosu ball is basically like the big rubber balls people do sit-ups and sit on. It's cut in half. But when people first stand on it, the first thing you do is look down because you're shaking. You're like, oh, shit, I'm not supposed to be standing up straight. That means I'm not standing like I should be. I should be standing up straight, excuse me. But your core isn't engaged. You haven't worked on your core yet to let it know hey, we have to stabilize the body. So then we were doing that. Then I added another extra incentive. Took the medicine ball, oblique exercises the whole time on the.
I actually think that it was the combination of... Essentially, my arms were involved the whole of the exercise. Why they hurt so much for a fucking week is literally just because, like, I realized every single exercise there was not something we didn't use our arms for.
Garvin Murray says Winston wakes up the next morning like Tin Man. Okay. Sounded like Nipsey Russell's Tin Man from the Wiz. Okay.
Wow. You gonna do me like that, Garth? I thought
what you should say.
No, it's fine. It's no big deal. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else that you did anybody else ask anything? Someone asked about if they think that the way, I think it was actually Garth was saying to roll out Aurora in Black Panther 2.
I think that'd be the best way to do it.
That wouldn't be a terrible plan. And then maybe that's literally how you start introducing mutants. Is at first you're like, oh, she's a witch. And then we'll be like, no.
Well, did you also hear, since we bringing that up, and I was going to get up out of here because I want to go run to the store because he got shit to do later. There's a rumor. It is not fact. This is why I have not posted it on the Mad Titan website or anything yet. It is a rumor, and it's a dope rumor, that for the third and final Spider-Man, they may make Kraven the Hunter black and from Wakanda.
Ooh.
Because if they do it, he will be from Wakanda, a part of a tribe that was exiled.
Interesting. Yo, what if they make Daniel Kaluuya? What if they make him it?
No, it wouldn't be him. So they said...
But you understand what
I understand. We're right.
Yeah,
but the person that they said they may do... Now, this is what Boss Logic did in the mock-up, and I never thought about it until he did it. He used Mustafa Shakir. Now, for those who don't know who Mustafa Shakir is, he played Bushmaster in the most recent season of Luke Cage. When I tell you, some people may not like Luke Cage season 2. Cheo's the homie. Cheo Hodari Coker's the homie. And so he knows I'll be honest one way or another. I dug it because I liked the story it told. It was telling a story to set up for a bigger story. But Mustafa Shakir's Bushmaster was so dope. So if you put him in that role, that would be amazing. Frank, yes, Lakeith Stanfield could definitely be. I just want somebody
that Kraven.
If he puts on more size,
he would have to put on size because he's way too
small.
Frail.
Yeah, I need somebody. Kraven is one of them roles I'm not going to accept for a minimal frame dude.
They essentially have to go Chris Evans with it. The way Chris Evans did with Captain America. Because if you remember Kraven, other than all the drugs that he like similar to the heart-shaped herb that he puts in his own body, to you've essentially got to be that kind of jacked.
Yeah, you got to be super. Yeah. You had and unfortunately, Chris Evans and even Chris Hemsworth got super jacked. But you need somebody who's going to have that build to play that role of a hunter.
Yeah.
And when it comes to looking in talent in Hollywood for that, I say you look no further than Jay Washington, because goddammit, I would play the fuck out of Kraven the Hunter. Do you not understand? I tell people I want to play Barracuda. Give me the opportunity to play Kraven the Hunter. I hunt the Spider-Man.
Yeah, well, I mean, if he's going to be introduced in the last Spider-Man, which means you got about
a year and a half,
2 years before production. So that means you got about 9 to 10 months to get enough clout that they're paying attention to you.
Which would be why I do all this on the YouTube. Yeah, you think I'm not going to sit there and push a Jay Washington for Kraven the Hunter? My back is big enough, nigga. But hey, man, that's really all I wanted to do is come on here, man, to have a Q&A with you, just sit back and talk with the fans. I'm thankful for everybody that joined in the chat, everybody that commented, everybody that I got to, that I didn't. I appreciate you all. Again, I'm working on getting a better camera. I'm using the camera in the laptop. So I apologize for the resolution in the pixels. Like I said, that's why I have the Patreon. That's why I do the Super Chat. I'm trying to build things better to give more to you guys. Because I have friends who I want to put on my live streams and stuff. And I want to give you all the best. And it's a lot of people I know. Like this weekend, when I tell y'all I might do a live stream with some of the members of Black Lightning. Because I'm cool with them. Like if I can get a chance to have Crest come on and we just kick it, chop it for a minute. I want to be able to do things like that. So... that's neither here nor there. Tell the people how they can reach you.
Yeah, as most of you know, my brand, my moniker, the Swaggy Blurt. So at TheSwaggyBlerd, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Which YouTube is gonna be fun. I'm actually in the middle of developing some sketches right now. That's what I really used to do on that page, and so we're bringing that back. So yeah, got a lot of good stuff coming. This one thing. I'm waiting to hear if this network approved me because the director liked me, and if so, I'll be sure to tweet out about that too when that's coming out. With a huge celebrity, that's why I hope I get it. This celebrity, you know who it is.
Yeah, because I'm a fan of the team Die Hard.
Yeah, right? I know.
That's why when I heard, I had to read the lines.
When you saw it, you were like, "Son of a." Well, so are two of my best friends too. So they're gonna lose their shit when they find out that. So if I get it, that's all about. Hey. I see you, Jake. That's what's up, dude.
Jake, I appreciate you, man. Appreciate that much. See, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you for your super chat for the $10 for the camera fund. Thank you. I appreciate that so much.
Yeah. Long story short, let's see what Haskell real quick. We didn't talk about Thor 4. Jay, showing fellow wrestlers, pros, blah blah blah. Comic book artists. Oh, I guess these people that he wants you to have come on.
For Schmodown guests to like just to bring different people on, like Schmodown guests. I definitely will. I mean, I have no problem with doing that at all. Here's the crazy thing: I get a lot of stuff from the super chat. I didn't know how YouTube's payout works. Mm-hmm. You have to hit a threshold first before they give you all the money. So I have to hit $100.
Okay.
Once I hit $100, they'll start giving me the money.
Cool.
Until then, they'll hold it. Which I'm like, all right, but what if I needed that $13 I got or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Well, but this is a good way to make sure it actually goes to a goddamn camera fund.
Oh, it will.
Yeah.
Oh, it will.
So you don't actually go, let me take this $13 real quick.
Let me go get some sushi.
Let me go down to this Popeyes, even though I'm trying to fucking get down to Kraven weight.
First of all, it is Tuesday.
It's $2. If y'all don't know.
No, I'm not doing that. No.
I've got dinner waiting for me, so I'm chilling. But for those that don't know and are a little bit on a budget right now, Popeyes $2.50 for 2 pieces.
It's a leg and a thigh and
$2.50.
$2.50 with a biscuit. You can't beat that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't need that. But what I'm finna, because what I'm gonna eat is I'm gonna make me another turkey breast bacon guacamole spinach wrap.
My baby is making her world famous meatballs. I haven't tried them yet before, but she said that this is the one thing that's like passed down through her family. So I'm excited for this.
Oh, Winston, I'm jealous of Winston low key. I tell him this sometimes. He's in a nice relationship, and he's in a relationship with a good girl, and she's a dope woman. And I'm just be like, man, I'm hit by my motherfucking self.
For now, and then when you're Kraven the Hunter, you're gonna have all them Wakanda hosts. Oh, Jesus
like
Christ.
Coming to America.
Jesus Christ.
Yo, Queen to be.
Okay, we gotta get out of here, bro.
Wait, somebody said, oh shit, $2.50 for a thigh and a leg shit in NYC, that's $12.
What? What? That's why I'm glad I don't live in New York, man. I thought LA was expensive.
I'm just gonna keep doing it.
Yo, Queen! Just let your soul glow.
Feel it on silky smooth. Wakanda hoes. I want them all just be like,
bro. Yo, wait. Can you imagine that shit? Like you about to smash a Dora Milaje and she come in and she take off her robe and she throw her hair in your face and shit and then you be getting freaky? She just out here just like
but actually then she fucks you because she a Dora Milaje. You want to Wakanda forever, huh?
Oh, she hit you with the vibranium dildo. Yo, y'all, I'm real sorry for this. I'm real sorry. We gotta go. Oh, we gotta go.
Okay, so y'all already. Oh shit.
Jay is craving all up in that Dora Milaje. Hell yeah. Now the hunter becomes the hunted. Oh, God damn it.
She jumped down on your dick. I thought she was conquering something.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh.
All right. Patreon.com, Mr. J. Washington. Oh, shit.
Nah, but he will eat that pussy. And with that, we got it's my bad. For people that can't see it, some dude goes, "Will Kraven eat bacon?" And I said, "No, he would eat that pussy." And with that,
but it would be Wakanda vagina.
Hey, everybody, thanks for coming to say.
All right, y'all, we're out of here. Talk to y'all later. Oh.